We're Liz and Dennis, full-time RVers exploring mainland Mexico in our renovated Class C RV. In last week's travel vlog, we finally made it to the Oaxaca Coast, spending our time at an amazing beachfront campsite while relaxing and enjoying the RV life. This week, our RV road trip continues as we explore more of the best beaches along the Oaxaca Coast.
If you're uncomfortable with naked bodies, I'm gonna say don't come to Zipolite. We are going to go on an adventure tonight to see the bioluminescence. Welcome to Zipolite. We made it to our next stop on the Oaxaca coast. This is going to be our home base for the next week. The reason we chose Zipolite is because there's an established RV park here. And when we say established, we mean level. There's actually concrete under our parking spot. They have water, electric, and dump at the sites. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And the electricity is strong enough to power our AC, so we are living in luxury right now. But it's also nice because Zipolite is close to a ton of other beaches that we're going to be exploring a little bit later. But we haven't actually made it to the beach yet. We're about to head over there now, but we're not sure how much we're going to be able to show you right away, just because Zipolite is known for being one of Mexico's famous nude beaches. I think there's probably other nude beaches in Mexico, but it's not super popular. And I feel like the free spirit, the openness of Zipolite has kind of made it into a really vibrant city for people who are coming to travel. It's very LGBT friendly. There's lots of like hippies here for sure. So it'll be a unique experience. Let's see what this is all about. Hi, Yanni. Hi, sweet boy. Oh, he wants to be pet. Hi, buddy. Oh, hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. At first I was like, okay, I'm gonna count how many boobs or nude people I see so I can tell the vlog. And then after like the 10th pair or the 10th nude person I saw, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna count anymore. So if you're uncomfortable with naked bodies or exposed breasts, I'm gonna say don't come to Zipolite, because people are definitely very comfortable doing them, which is awesome. I'd say we're definitely not leaning toward the nudist side of things, so I think one of the other beaches is probably going to be more of our hangout spot. The good news is there's a lot of other beaches to explore.
Sunset lights, so pretty in those brown eyes, a mile from the sunrise.
We're enjoying some cocktails on the beach. There are plenty of hotels and restaurants and bars to choose from if that is of your liking. The sun was just going down. It was absolutely beautiful to watch, but we're getting hungry. And unfortunately it's Tuesday, and I guess that's not a very popular day for restaurants to be open, so we have pretty slim pickings But luckily, a woman was walking by and she was selling freshly made empanadas. This one is sauteed vegetables with curry, which we had no idea what that was. We literally had her say it like 10 times, and then I tasted it and was like, curry. It's curry. Okay. Very good though. Ah. But that's definitely not enough to hold us over for the entire evening. So we're gonna go next door, grab some seafood dinner, and the chances are we'll probably pick you up tomorrow. One of the best parts about our spot here in Zipolite is that we are really close to a bunch of other beaches and nearby towns, including Puerto Angel, which is a really cute little boating and fishing village that has a few beaches to explore, as well as Mazunte, which is a pretty popular destination for travelers in this area. And there's even San Agustinillo, which is a really sleepy little beach town that's supposed to have incredible beaches. So we're gonna head over to Mazunte for the day so that we can kind of see what is going on in the town. The place that we were planning to go to for lunch isn't open yet, but next door is a panaderia. They have like all these different fresh pastries. I ended up getting a coco and limon pie, and Dennis got a banana bread with chocolate chips like cake. So I think this is the perfect way to start our day. By the way, I just want to mention this place is so cute. There's so much to see and do here. I'm really excited to explore more. It's so good. Sunday fun day, baby. Something we haven't talked about before here on the vlog is that here in Mexico on Sundays, it's technically family day. It's a big day. All across the country, everyone pretty much takes time off. They spend time with their family, and most of the time they get pretty drunk. They get wasted. So a lot of people actually suggest not driving on Sundays, just for safety purposes, since everyone is out and about and many times people have been drinking. But we're not following those rules today. We're out and about on a Sunday and we're okay with it. We're drinking ourselves, but we won't drink later. We have several hours before we're gonna be driving again. But we ended up coming to Zipolite, which is actually a burger joint. We're in Mexico, we're going back to the USA soon. We couldn't bring ourselves to get burgers, but a fish sandwich did sound quite lovely. So we ended up getting fish sandwiches for ourselves. We're just enjoying some beers. I'm feeling kind of pretty American right now. Mazunte is definitely touristy. There's lots of people from all walks of life. There's every type of international cuisine you could possibly imagine. And the prices here reflect that, right? They're definitely a little bit higher. But it's a very different vibe from the really touristy areas of like the Riviera Maya. It's definitely much more our speed. There's like Temazcal places all over. There's like lots of like new moon ceremonies and yoga, and it just definitely feels like it's like a little hippie beach town. I could easily see getting a place here for like a month and just having fun in this little paradise. made it to the beach. The waves are crazy here. They're huge. And you can feel when you go out into the water, like the current pulling you in all different directions. This definitely isn't like a tranquilo beach to come swim and relax in the water like San Agustinillo, but it's still beautiful. It's a small beach here. Since there's so many different mountains kind of jutting across in different spots, it breaks up different small little beach areas. So rather than having like one big long beach to be able to enjoy, there's tons of little small beaches you can choose to go to. And this place is packed. It is Sunday, fun day, right? So that's not surprising by any means. But there's people playing volleyball, there's all these different people drinking at the bars, umbrellas, people just relaxing in chairs. It's got good vibes. Not gonna lie, it has a little bit of a Tulum vibe. I feel like it's like really hip, trendy, kind of eco-chic in some ways, but not nearly as crowded, not nearly as expensive. So overall, much better. We made our way from Mazunte Beach over to Playa Mar. This is the famous beach for watching sunsets in the area because unfortunately from the Mazunte side there's rocks covering where you would actually be able to see the sun set in the west. But if you come over here, it's a completely different experience. A huge long beach with insane waves. There's tons of surfers out here. And the sand is even a different color over here. It just feels like a completely different world. And over on the rock behind me, there is a lookout point that is really popular place to watch the sun go down. There's like 40 to 50 people already waiting for the sun to set. But we didn't come here just for the sunset. We specifically came to this beach so we could meet our friends because we are going to go on an adventure tonight to see the bioluminescence. Mazunte in particular in the area of Oaxaca has 2 lagunas that are extremely famous for having bioluminescence, where you actually see the algae and plankton light up in the water. Depends on when you come. Some people say they come and visit and they don't really see anything, and other people get really lucky. But from our research, everyone said the best chance you have at seeing bioluminescence is when there's a new moon. And last night, by happenstance, it was a new moon. So I think the stars are aligning for us to be able to have this really unique and amazing experience here. Super pumped. I think we're just gonna enjoy the sunset and then hit the road. Last night's bioluminescence adventure was amazing. We're sorry that we can't show you any footage from it, but our video equipment doesn't do well in low lights, and since last night was a nighttime experience, obviously we couldn't capture it. But it was so magical. When you get into the laguna, you just start to light up. It looked like there was like diamonds shimmering all over us. When you would like slowly move your hand, it was like you were painting stars all over the sky. It was so cool. Definitely an experience worth going out of the way for. But we had no idea kind of how far it was from Mazunte. We thought it was actually a lot closer, but it was pretty much an hour and a half, 2-hour drive one way. So it's definitely a better adventure to do if you're in the Puerto Escondido area. I think it's only about a 20-30 minute drive from Puerto Escondido. But if you have a new moon and the sky's dark, do it no matter what, because it was really awesome. So something we are working for is upgrading our filming equipment so that we can start to capture more experiences like this, so that we can film more in our RV. All of that has really low light settings, and our GoPro and our phone just doesn't cut it. So if you'd like to help our channel out so that we can share more incredible experiences with you, consider becoming a patron. We use all of our money from Patreon to go back to our channel to help us do more, experience more, and upgrade our equipment. Thanks to their help, we were able to purchase our drone. So hopefully a camera will be in our future. We'll have a link to where and how to join Patreon, as well as some of the other benefits that you'll get, including getting to know us a little bit better. So we got home at like 1 a.m. last night, didn't get to bed until 2, so we are pretty tired today, I'm not gonna lie. We've been like just putzing around. Today we came to San Agustinillo Beach, which I'd say is like a more family-friendly version of Zipolite. I just want to sit and lay and do nothing. And maybe nap in the sun. That sounds perfect. Heading out of Zipolite today. We had a wonderful time over in this area. We loved exploring Mazunte, San Agustinillo, and despite Zipolite being much more of, I think, like a party town, just a little bit free and fun, we really enjoyed our stay there too. The beaches are absolutely beautiful. But we spent over a week there. A lot of our time was spent working. We actually celebrated our 5-year wedding anniversary. Aww. It's our second time having an anniversary here in Mexico on the beach actually as well, which is really cool. But we're not done with the Oaxaca coast just yet. We're going to be driving about 2 hours north of here, just past Puerto Escondido, to do something super special. Wow, talk about a spot. We drove just about 20 minutes outside of Puerto Escondido and we're staying on a free beach camping spot, literally steps from the water. And the reason we came here is because it's a turtle sanctuary. They're known for their protections for sea turtles. They help actually collect eggs all across the beach and patrol it at night. And here you can participate in that. So hopefully, if we got here on time, we'll be able to release some baby turtles to the ocean. Outside of natural threats, this area of Mexico is particularly dangerous for sea turtles because of the value of their eggs. Despite it being illegal, a number of people still hunt sea turtles to consume or sell their eggs, which made at one point the already endangered species at risk for extinction. But thanks to the efforts of this organization, Vive Mar, and many others along the coast, the sea turtle population is increasing once again. The next morning, the volunteers at Vive Mar showed us how their operation works and what they're doing to protect and improve the sea turtle population. 90 out of 96 eggs in this nest hatched, which is pretty good, but the real work starts when they get to the ocean.
The only thing we're doing, is helping them make it to a sea turtle. Eggs to a sea turtle in there is on their own. From hatching, making it to the water, on that process you got ants, crabs, dogs, raccoons, birds, iguanas, humans, crocodiles, snakes. And as soon as they get in the water, any fish bigger than them is already a predator. Right? Here in the coastline, we have thousands of fish looking for food. Man, imagine these little turtles, man. Yeah, man. The whole life is facing an obstacle to face a bigger one. That's the whole life. Sea turtle.
It's estimated that 1 of every 1,000 sea turtles actually makes it to adulthood. A challenge only made more difficult when combined with hunting.
Vive Mar volunteers patrol the beaches at night, relocating any nest to a protected area where they release the hatchlings with tourists each evening. Many of the volunteers at Vive Mar were once turtle hunters themselves, but through conservation education and creating alternative income opportunities through tourism, they now work and advocate for the protection of these precious animals.
Can you believe we could say that we just released baby turtles into the wild tonight?
That was pretty awesome. Seeing them with your own two eyes and like how small they actually are in real life, it's just like, oh my god.
Oh, we were rooting for every single one, but
Oh,
don't
yeah.
worry. We waited until all of them got out into the ocean.
It was like 100 pesos a person to help them release the baby turtles, but honestly, that's well worth just donating to these guys for the cause. It's a very few-bodied team of locals that are heading this operation, and they get zero funding from outside sources. If they weren't here, the turtle population would literally decline rapidly, if not completely disappear, because of overhunting. So these guys are worth helping out.
If you're watching this vlog and thinking, why haven't you guys gone to Puerto Escondido? That's like an awesome Oaxaca Coast beach town. And we want to go. We've heard great things. We're kind of on a strict schedule now for getting back to the USA. We are just unable to explore in the way that we'd want to. So rather than rushing through it, we decided to spend more time in other places, and Puerto Escondido will be a place we have to come back to.
We're not going to be able to do justice to the Oaxaca coast as a whole anyway, so we're definitely going to have to come back and just spend most of a season on the Oaxaca coast. Like, instead of the Yucatan next time, it'll be the Oaxaca coast.
Definitely, that would be
That's
awesome.
what I feel like.
It's such a great place here. It's a good vibe.
Yeah.
Definitely lots of tourists. It is touristy in its own way, but it didn't feel so built up like it did in the Yucatan. It was, to me, a completely different experience. Much more laid back.
There's different wildlife within the ocean, since it's the Pacific, is a lot more untamed. So swimming here is a bit more of a challenge. So I think that's why next time we come, I want to learn how to surf.
Ooh.
Because the Oaxaca coast is the perfect place to do that.
But we're gonna head out of here now. We got a good night's sleep and we are ready for a long drive day toward a very interesting state. We'll see you next week. And while the public beaches of Acapulco are beautiful, I'm pretty sure we have the best spot possible.
Un ticket, vaya.
7,000.
7,000 pesos.
Increíble! He's saying, if you pay me here, I'll let you go. This has been another drive day from hell.
Sweet pea, living your best life? Hmm? Yeah. Living your best life, huh?
Oh. I don't want to. Nope, take it away.